Yo, what's up? It's your boy Roger with the Dark Scorpion Gaming, and welcome back to another Road to Glory series episode with Malik Jefferson's story. As you can see, coming off the week against #1 Alabama, we have the Vanderbilt Commodores. But before we get into any of that, we need to make sure we take care of our body. So we're going to add a little health to it. Then we're going to work on our academics. What we need to do is make sure we have a season health and we have a career health, and we just need to make sure we stay on top of that so we can be healthy toward the end of the year, trending forward, because that is what's important. And we need to pass our academics, because that is how we can stay on the field and may not get suspended to play those games. Now, with that being said, we do have some points that we can spend, and I believe putting them into the IQ section will be best for Malik at the moment. It is what works with our awareness and our play action, carrying and ball carrying. So we do need to boost our awareness. So we're just going to pump another cycle into that. Now, since we beat #1 Alabama, we want to check the top 25 and see where we stand, see if we even have any movement there. As you can tell, we knocked Alabama down to number 11, and so we don't see ourselves, and we're wondering why. And we check and we see that we have 132 votes, which means we are close to being there. Then we're going to stop by and look at the conference to make sure that we are still in good standing. But I'm not going to waste any more of your time, because you know what we've come here for. We have the game, so let's get it. What a wonderful day for college football, and today is a day that we can prove to ourselves that the Alabama win was not a fluke, that we are still going to hold strong going against the Vanderbilt Commodores. Malik Jefferson and the Mississippi State Bulldogs have a test against him in a rainy game. So let's come out and show them who's boss. So we get the ball first to start the game, and this is nothing that we're not used or accustomed to. Jefferson has the star under his name, so let's see how they do it. Starting with the RPO, he throws the bubble to Corey Milliner. Corey Milliner with a catch, and he gets a few yards there. These rainy conditions are not ideal, but you have to do what you have to do to win. Jefferson snaps the ball. He looks left. He throws the deep post, but the ball is dropped by Antonio Harmon. First third down of the game. Let's see how Jefferson is able to hold up. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone goes across the middle. He throws it, and he catches it. Goes up, turns it for a spin, and Corey Milliner redeems himself, getting more yards there. Jefferson starting to find his stride in this offense. Snaps the ball. He looks. Little pump. He throws it to the screen, and number 21, that is Jeffrey Pittman, who doesn't get no yards but a loss of 5. Jefferson has a chance to shock the world right here by just piling on games. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees somebody coming across the middle, and that is Max Reese with the amazing catch. Jefferson is trying to just keep the game manageable, not turn the ball over, and trying to keep things there. As you can see, his stats with 13 touchdowns and 2 interceptions with almost 2,000 passing yards. With so many games left to go, let's see how Jefferson ends up at the end of the year. He's on the pace of throwing 4,000 yards. Now another 3rd and 10. 5 wide. Jefferson snaps the ball. He decides to look. He throws it across once again, and he catches it. Number 6, Corey Milliner with a deep post coming across the middle. Milliner says, "What, rain? We come to play." Once again, he's going to throw the RPO, and the RPO gets nowhere. Probably should have handed the ball off there. Jefferson is out with Pittman flanking to his right. He's going to look, snaps the ball. He sees Pittman, drops, but the defense for back comes off of the tight end over there, and drop ball. 3rd down and 9. So now we're in familiar territory, used to these third downs. This is like third or fourth third down we have. And he snaps the ball. He's looking. He throws. He tries to get the ball up to Max Reese. He could have possibly run that ball, but it is fourth down. Mississippi State ends up kicking a field goal. They're in field goal range, and Vanderbilt gets the ball, and they do not do nothing. 2-4 Vanderbilt, 4-1 Mississippi State. We have stacked wide receivers here to the left. Jefferson snaps the ball. He looks. He sees a quick out, and he's going to pass it to number 18, who's moving, scooting, the 20, the 10. Touchdown! Bulldogs, Jaron Glover with the out route. Skittles skedaddle. So Vanderbilt gets the ball, and they actually get in field goal range to score. So now Mississippi State has to do their darndest to make sure they stay on top, because anything can go. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees somebody come across the middle. Number 6, Corey Milner. Being the guy, I can see Corey Milner most likely winning an award, same as Max Reese. 119 passing yards for 1 touchdown. Let's see how this plays out. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He steps up. He decides to take off and run. He's going. He's to the 40, and he slides. Good play for Malik Jefferson. Way to use his legs there. He's starting to use them more often. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He's taking off again. There's a block. He's going. Max Reese or Corey Milner almost had a block there. Could have sprang for some more yards, but that is 34 total yards in 2 rushes. Jefferson realizes his legs are just as strong as his arm. So if they're going to let the pocket just go like that, we're going to do it. Pittman, he decides to run, and I think running would be good in this situation. And Pittman has gotten his first positive yards when running the ball in possibly the longest time. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He's holding the ball too long, but he gets the ball off just in time before he is sacked. There is 3rd and 1 with 1 second left in the first quarter. Jefferson is looking to hand the ball off here to Pittman. Let's see if they get the first down, and they do not. 4th and 2. So Mississippi State was able to kick the field goal in these rainy conditions, but Vanderbilt comes back down and marches down the field and kicks a field goal of their own. So now Jefferson is now lined up again. We're looking at an RPO pass. He's actually going to hand it off this time, but everything was hemmed up from the pass to the run, and Pittman gets a loss of 1 yard on the play there. 2nd and 11 here with Pittman flanking off to his right. Jefferson snaps the ball. He is looking. He sees the running back out of the backfield, and he throws it. And Pittman catches the ball and gets a nice gain. 3rd and 3 there. Let's see what Jefferson and the Bulldogs have at stake here. So, snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees Reese across the middle, but Reese drops the ball, and now it's 4th and 3. Fortunately enough, Vanderbilt was unable to move the ball down the field, but it puts Mississippi State in great field position. So Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees Reese on the out route, but the ball is overthrown. Those wet conditions will make the ball chase upfield every time, even with the perfect lob as such that Jefferson has thrown. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees a hitch coming back, and number 86, Antonio Harmon, catches the ball there. Great catch for him. 3rd and 1. Let's see what Mississippi State has in their bag. They need to get this first down here and continue to drive the ball down the field. There's a little motion there. He snaps and he gives it off to the running back. Maybe he should have given it to the motion guy. He was wide open. Once again, Vanderbilt does not make any moves, but they still put Mississippi State in good field position. Let's see how Jefferson is going to handle these snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees a post that was almost picked off and dropped by Corey Milner. It hits him straight in the hands, but threw it in the double coverage, but Milner got up and caught the ball, which is a very dangerous pass there. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He starts to roll out, and he gets rid of the ball. He almost takes the sack there. Close enough, but no harm, no foul, and he gets to live another day. It is going to be 3rd and 10 for Jefferson and the Bulldogs. We have a trio wide receiver strength to the right. He looks, he snaps, he sees, and gets the ball out in time. The play just developed so late that he couldn't get the ball off. Vanderbilt goes down and scores, something you do not want to see. So now Jefferson has to put on his big boy pants and make something shake. 5 wide, he snaps the ball. He's looking, he tries to throw across the middle to Pittman. Pittman was standing as a wide receiver there. And they're starting to do a hurry-up offense because it is the second quarter with 43 seconds left. The clock is starting to run. He doesn't have really time for adjustment, so he snaps the ball. He's looking. He goes across the middle once again. There's Corey Milliner, and I'm pretty sure they're going to hurry up here. They just want to get in field goal range, something manageable. So let's see how they pull it off here. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He has a hitch there. Milliner cuts right up, and they're going to hurry up again. They see that if they can get the ball and moving, it won't affect him as much. So he's looking, he's pulling back, and he gets the ball off right there, and the pass is dropped. So they don't have to use a timeout at this current moment. Once again, 5 wide. Let's see how the Bulldogs handle it. The ball is snapped. Jefferson is looking. He is back. He sees somebody across the middle, and he catches the ball as number 81. Evan Boyd. So they're going to do a hurry-up offense here. If the ball is set, the clock is moving. It is 10 seconds. The ball is moving, and they decide to call a timeout because people aren't getting set in time. They have complete go routes here. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He's stepping back. He throws across the middle, and that was almost a catch for a touchdown by Max Reese. A good heads-up play. So Mississippi State goes in before the half, kicks field goal. Vanderbilt comes out of the half and ends up kicking a field goal. So Mississippi State has the ball. Jefferson is at the helms with stacked receivers on the right side. He looks, he drops back. He sees the screen there. It's kind of wide open. Pittman is out doing this big one, but it's second in inches. If the offensive line would have blocked, that probably would have sprang for more yards. Get it, it's raining, but you got to work just as hard as the next guy. Get out there and catch a block. Looking at an RPO here, let's see the situation. Snaps the ball, he's playing off. That could have been a dangerous pass. And that could have been picked off, headed straight to the house. Let's see if they convert. It's 3rd and inches. It's looking, there is a hitch there, and shake and bake, number 6, Corey Milliner catches the ball. Big body target there. Beautiful comeback to the ball and was able to spring free, but he has a first down. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He throws across the middle there. That's Max Reese once again. 2nd and 3rd. Max Reese is starting to cook. Hands getting warm. Able to catch the ball with 221 passing yards and 1 touchdown. Jefferson is looking, play action pass. He decides to take off and run. But he throws the ball last minute to Antonio Harmon just to get the first down, just in case if he wasn't going to make it. Rather get the first down than not. Understandable. The ball is snapped. He has to run the ball, and he gets a gain of 1 yard. Even with rain and in the trenches, we can't seem to get the run game going. Jefferson snaps the ball. There's someone coming hot, and he holds the ball too long. Somebody sprang free, and that is a sack for 8 yards. Pass protection is obliged. Here's his 3rd and 18. Let's see if they can convert here. He sees someone cross the middle. There's a catch. Corey Milliner almost breaks a tackle and was almost to the house. That 3-receiver bunch formation for the veer and shoot is nothing to play with. Snaps the ball. He's looking. There's a screen. He gets the screen off. There's going to be a block. No, there's not going to be a block, but he does get a gain of 5 to 6 yards there. There's a slant across the middle, and he catches it. Beautiful catch by Anthony Eager. The receivers are rotating and knowing their roles here in this offense. Let's see if Mississippi State can get in and get a touchdown. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He rolls out. He sees that he has nothing and decides to just throw the ball away. That is the safest thing than taking a sack and getting yourself out of deep field goal range or a chance to even making a quick touchdown to score. Looking at RPO, he decides to give the ball off. Pittman decides to lose a few yards, getting stuck behind his offensive lineman. Let's see if the Mississippi State Bulldogs and Malik Jefferson can get this touchdown. The ball is snapped. He's looking. His quick slant across the middle. Gain of a few yards. Corey Milner has 120 yards and 10 catches. So Mississippi State ends up kicking the field goal. It's 19-16 in the third quarter with 24 seconds left. Can they go down the field and score another one to put a dagger in it? We have a Corey Milner in motion. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He starts to roll out. He has X there. That is Max Reese. Max Reese could have gone for more yards, but decides to take a slide. That is 300 passing yards for Jefferson. Jefferson is on a clinic today. Pittman gets the ball, and he gets probably about 5 yards there. Nice run. It is into the fourth quarter, so throw them foes up, wet them. Yes, as you look at the top 25 ranking, we're nowhere in there, but we should be getting in there after this week. There's no way that we should not be ranked by now, beating number 1 Alabama. There is 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and everything will be all written after this game. The ball is snapped. He sees someone coming out of the backfield, and it was overthrown. The wet conditions probably had to play with the ball not being able to have a good touch on it. So let's see. They're going to try to run a screen and catch him off guard, and there's a blitz, and he gets the screen off, but no one decides to block, and that is not the way you want to play ball. Fourth down. Vanderbilt once again is not able to capitalize on a 3-and-out by Mississippi State. There's a motion. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees overthrown to Max Reese, but the wide receiver down the field was wide open. The wet conditions are making it very difficult for Jefferson to connect with his targets. Jefferson has a play action here. He's looking. He runs, and he takes a sack. Couldn't get the ball off in time. The defensive lineman was screaming bloody murder through that Swiss cheese offensive line. Let's see how they convert here. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He comes across, and he takes another sack, but gets the ball out actually in time before that sack happens. So Vanderbilt still cannot capitalize on 3-and-outs from Mississippi State, and they're keeping Mississippi State in this game by not capitalizing, which is fine. We don't care, but we're just letting you know we'll win this game every time if you're not scoring. So he decides to get it out there with the RPO, and Milner catches it, does a little spin move, and gets a few yards there. So now we are troubled with trying to get the ball out here. We look, he has someone across out the out route, had actually Max Reese across the middle, but just out of just sheer desperation for the Swiss cheese offensive line, gets a little nervous there. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He has that out right there. Once again, Jaron Glover is definitely coming through with these sideline catches, so much of a safety valve just to get a first down so we can reset and keep it going. Jefferson is just having to play game managing, and there's a play action. He's looking. He throws that hitch there, and a nice catch by Jaron Glover once again. Now Jaron Glover is the hot target for this series. 332 passing yards, 1 touchdown for Jefferson. Let's see how he caps this drive off. There's a run there by Pittman. Pittman springs. He's headed to the 5. Touchdown Bulldogs! Jeffrey Pittman on the run. Sprung loose like a leak in a faucet. So Vanderbilt goes down and kicks a field goal. So Mississippi State knows all they have to do is not turn the ball over, keep the game in their hands, and it's over. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees Reese out there to catch the ball. Reese kind of gets away and gets the first down, and Vanderbilt calls their first time out. Max Reese is literally a dog, man. This dude goes for nothing here. Snaps the ball. He's looking, just dumps it down to the running back just to get the ball off. But Vanderbilt come to hit, and they call another timeout there. 2nd and 12. And let's see how Mississippi State can overcome this so they can get close to the first down, because Vanderbilt probably needs a timeout. Have someone come across the middle. Oh, he goes for the out route, but Max Reese can't come down with the ball there. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone out, and he just gets rid of the ball. See if he can go for broke. 4th down. Vanderbilt cannot capitalize. It is 1 minute and 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Mississippi State is in good field position. How will this play out? They're just going to run the ball here. Pittman. Last time out by Vanderbilt, Pittman probably gets a gain of maybe 1 or 2 yards or none at all because it is 2nd and 10. Wishful thinking there. You could only hope, right? No more timeouts for Vanderbilt. They run a screen there. He gets rid of it just in time. Let's see if he gets the block. He shooks him there, but only gets 1 yard by Pittman. And Jefferson has been taking a lot of hits this game. As long as they can keep it manageable, let's see what he does. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He tries to throw the deep route. It is an incomplete pass. That was almost a touchdown. Holy. And that is the game, folks. Mississippi State comes in. They get, I believe, a field goal and 341 passing yards, 1 touchdown. Should have been more. Didn't have a couple of drop passes, but this team is starting to find their rhythm. Of course, it was not a fluke against #1 Alabama. This team has chemistry. They have come to play. And with that being said, we're looking forward to getting into the next week so we can play Auburn, because that should be a good game. New week, new us, so we are getting ready to go into this week and play the Auburn Tigers. And before we do that, let's check out some of Malik's stats. So we're going to look at how well he's playing. He's played 6 games out so far. He has 200 completions, or 285 attempts, 70 completion yards with 2,300 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, has 24 sacks, which is a lot, which can be very damaging. But let's look at the top 25. And after this week has passed, we have finally entered into the top 20. So top 25, we are number 20, which is good for us. We have to continue to work and push ourselves to be better and to move up, because we want to get ourselves possibly in the position of national championship playoff run. And as you can see, we just have to keep working. And while we're at it, why don't we just go ahead and check out the conference standing to make sure that we are in a good position to possibly play in the conference. I doubt it, but it can happen. So as you can see, we're pretty far back. Tennessee is 7-0, Georgia 6-1. We kind of have a lot of competition there, so we really have to kind of make our mark in the conference if we want to have a chance to possibly succeed and win and possibly get to the national championship. And we've been really just trucking along with games, but let's look at where we are now. I think we're at the halfway point in the season. So as you see, we just played Vanderbilt. We're about to go against Auburn, and then we have LSU, Kentucky, South Carolina, FCS Southeast, and then Ole Miss. So, we really have our, work cut out for us, and we just got to get busy. So enough of me talking. Let's get into the game. SEC play against the Auburn Tigers. We have to come in and dominate here. We're going to hear War Eagle. We're going to hear their fight song, but we cannot bend or break. Yes, they are 2-4, but that doesn't mean they are hungry for a win. Mississippi State Bulldogs, Auburn Tigers in Jordan-Hare Stadium. Let's get it. So Auburn gets the ball first, and they do absolutely nothing. So now it is Malik Jefferson and the Mississippi State Bulldogs to come out and insert their dominance, and let's see how they do. Stadium pulse is crazy. Snaps the ball. He's looking, quick out route. Catch by Antonio Harmon. Gets a gain of 5. Now we know that Malik won't be able to do a lot of adjustments here with this crowd pulse, so he has to take what he's given. Let's see how he does it. Snaps the ball. He's looking at this out route, comeback route, and that is a catch by our boy Jaron Glover there. Being patient is going to be essential for Malik Jefferson in this game. A little motion. The crowd is loud. Snaps the ball, and there is a RPO. There's a catch. Antonio Harmon once again with a nice catch, getting a gain of 2 yards. This stadium is getting louder by the minute, and let's see how they operate. There's a running back coming out of the backfield, and he's holding it a little too long, but he avoids taking a sack there by getting the ball away. Have to take what we're given here. Can't do too much change up, so let's see what happens. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He throws the hitch. He catches it, and he breaks the tackle. It's number 18, Jaron Glover. He does a juke there, and he's down to the 10, and they gets tackled. Almost a touchdown by Jaron Glover. What a play. This is how you have to come in and insert your dominance here. We're looking at a screen pass for Jefferson. There's a snap there, and avoids taking a sack. The screenplay had a hard time developing, so let's see if they can start moving forward and not backwards. Pivotal territory here. Snaps the ball. There's Hot coming, and he holds the ball just long enough, but it doesn't get sacked. He gets the ball off just in time. Malik is knowing that he cannot turn the ball over in these situations. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He rolls out to the left, and he just gets rid of the ball, and it's an incomplete pass. 4th and goal for the Bulldogs. So Mississippi State kicks the field goal. Auburn gets the ball, and they do not move the ball down the field. So with Mississippi State at the helm here, let's see how they can work this drive. Snaps the ball. There is a run there by Pittman. Pittman is getting up there and gets a gain of 6 yards. Nice positive net yards by Pittman there. Pittman shows that he has some bright moments, and he's still trying to work on his ball carrier vision. Hopefully by the end of the season he can work it. Snaps the ball. He's looking. There's a quick out by Max Reese. Max Reese reaches the ball out, makes it 3rd and inches there, almost getting the first down. 3rd and inches. Let's see what they do. Don't want to do that because the stadium gets louder, and they're going to run the ball and converts and gets the first down. Don't want to quiet a rowdy crowd such as Auburn Tigers. It's just going to get louder. Long game ahead of us here, so let's see what they do now. Snaps the ball. He's looking. There's a play action. There's somebody across the middle, and it's number 6, Corey Milliner. The RPOs and the play action passes mixed with the run is the staple of their offense here. Now we have the tight end flanking in the backfield. Let's see what he does. There's a run there, and Pittman gets a loss of 2 yards there. We got stacked wide receiver here to the left side. He's looking. There's another screen play, and it gets nowhere, and there's a loss of another 2 yards. So it is 3rd and 14. Let's see what Malik Jefferson cooks up with to come out of this deep deficit. Snaps the ball. He looks left. He looks right. He throws the comeback route, and it is caught by Jaron Glover. Nice hands there, using his body as the target to cup the ball, and it is first down, and this drive continues to keep going. Motion, snaps the ball, looking at the RPO, wide receiver, or the running back, Pittman catches the ball and gets just a gain of 1 yard because he was stumbling in the backfield, couldn't net really anything as positive as he wanted to. Snaps the ball. He steps back. He's looking. There's a bit, and there's a catch by Max Reese. If you are going to play against that boy, you got to make sure you wrap up. You got to make sure you get the tackle because he is coming to play today. Snap the ball. There's someone going across the center, and it's a catch, and it's a touchdown! Evan Boyd. So as always, once Mississippi State scores a touchdown, the opponent comes back and they score their own touchdown. So they answered. Let's see, they run the ball here. Pittman stays to the outside. He cuts back in, and he gets a positive gain of 6 yards there. Pittman is starting to find his drive here. It is 4 rushes for 13 yards. If they can keep continuing putting their foot on the gas, then they can come out with a W here in this hostile stadium. The weakest swag surf I've seen in my entire life, but hey, kudos to you guys. Do what you love. Now, let's see how they can maintain this drive. 152 passing yards and 1 touchdown from Malik Jefferson. He is on fire. Let's see how he operates here. There was a hit. That's a strip fumble, and the offensive lineman recovers. What an excruciating hit there by Luna from the defensive line of Auburn Tigers. Probably one of the biggest hits Malik has received in his collegiate career so far, and he's going to max protect here to make sure that everybody gets hemmed up. Looks, he sees someone coming across the center, but gets hit right before, and it is 4th down. So fortunately enough, Auburn does not do anything with the ball, punts it right back. So Jefferson has the ball, he snaps, he's looking, he sees that drag route there, and Max Reese almost turned the corner there, but gets a gain of 3 yards. If it isn't evident by now, you should know Jefferson is always going to use Max Reese as that safety valve. Snaps the ball, he's looking, there's a screen there. Oh, get you a pancake, let's run to IHOP, young man. Only if Pittman would have cut back inside and not been out there by himself, that could have been a bigger gain. But let's see how they convert this 3rd down. It is a run, and does he get it? It's 4th and inches, and they do not get it, and coach is going to punt the ball. Auburn was so close to scoring. They were in the red zone, but could not convert. Looks like a missed field goal on their part. So let's see how the Bulldogs come out. The stadium pulse is loud. He snaps the ball. He's looking across the center. That's Milliner. He's headed to the 50, and he gets to the 50-yard line. What a big gain there. These RPO plays have been really nice to disguise the weakness of the offensive line here. There's a snap. He sees an out route there to Jaron Glover. It has been a staple in this offense to be able to do veer and shoot, make the passes very quick, because this Swiss cheese of offensive line can't get you anything. There is another RPO. Can he get the 1st down? And he does. 1st and 10, delegated by Max Reese. You might as well call the offensive line a ham sandwich and put Swiss cheese on it, because that's what it looks like. Here's a run here. Pittman cut up eventually. Pittman could have had more yards, but you know, that's Pittman for you. He just stayed playing on the outside. All that green grass in front of him, he decided not to cut up. So here, 2nd and 5. Jefferson snaps the ball in that pistol formation. He throws that out route and up and catch. Big body, Antonio Harmon. Go up and get your money. Tell them, don't mess with your Funyuns. There we go. Now we have reached the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. Stack wide receivers, snap the ball, he's looking, he dumps it right there for the hitch, and there is a catch by Anthony Eager. It's 1st and goal. Let's see how they commit here in this bunch formation. 5 wide, snaps the ball, looks, there's somebody across the middle, and touchdown, Antonio Pittman! Maybe start putting him at a wide receiver, because clearly he cannot run the ball as a running back. So this is familiar territory for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. They know that they are up, but they still have to continue to put their foot on the necks of their opponent, because everybody's going to give them their best shot. There's a screenplay that could have almost been an interception. The screenplay is having a hard time developing. The running back is getting caught coming out of the backfield, so that's what's delaying that route. Snaps the ball, he's looking, it is a zone, but he catches somebody across the middle, and that is Corey Milliner. It is 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry up here because they want to see if they can get more points before they go into half. Let's see what they do here. Snaps the ball, somebody's coming on a screen, he's looking, he Gets the ball off, but could not complete it. It is 4th and 1. Stall on the drive. We come out of the half and we get the ball first. Let's see what happens here. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He's going to throw that out route there to our favorite target, Jaron Glover, who will catch these quick out routes and run up the field as quick as he can. Running like the police are after him. Snap the ball. He's looking. There's a play action pass there. There's a hitch. That could have been a bad interception there. Didn't come back to the ball. It is 2nd and 10 here. Stadium Pulse is bumping. Snaps the ball. He's looking. Someone's coming across that middle there. It is Max Reese. Max Reese hits a little hezzy, and he gets the 1st and 10. Max Reese has been playing like a dog. Outstack wide receivers. There's a run there. Pittman, he is taking it, and he gets a good few yards there. Gain of 6 to 7 yards. Pittman is feeling himself after getting that passing touchdown. He is getting his stripes for sure. Snap the ball. There's a look. There's a hitch there and a catch by Corey Milliner. Quick plays. It's the best you can do here against a stingy and violent defense. Snaps the ball. And there's a spin there, and there's a loss of yards. Loss of 4 there by Mr. Jeffrey Pittman. Now, they're going to go 5 wide. It is 2nd and 14. They need to just get some yards back to make it manageable. Snap. Look. There was a little confusion there, but there's a catch by Milliner. If Milliner would have stayed on his feet, that could have been 6. 3rd and 4. And we're trying to convert. There's an RPO there. So let's see how Jefferson goes. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees flat there and almost a 1st down, but it's 4th and 1. So Mississippi State kicks the field goal, and Auburn does not do anything with the ball. So let's see how they can march back down here on this field. They are deep in their territory here. So let's see if they can march on the other side of the field. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He gets that quick out route to Reese, and Reese throws that man like a baby. 1st down. Now they have a little bit of breathing room here. Looking at a screen there, and the screen is about to go off. 66. Running slow. Could have got him some pancakes there. Stack them up, boys, but we get a 1st down anyway. 327 passing yards with 2 touchdowns for Malik Jefferson. Snaps the ball. There's a run there by Pittman. Pittman gets a loss of 3 yards. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking across the middle there. Milliner with a secure catch. And it's 3rd and 3. 3rd and manageable here. So can they convert this 3rd down? They've been doing really well converting on a lot of 3rd downs lately. So let's see if they can come out and make it happen. Snap of the ball. He's looking. He's deciding. He goes, and it gets tipped at the line. 4th and 3. Another 3 and out. So fortunately enough, Auburn does not score, and we are in good field position. We are on their side of the field. Let's see what Mississippi State can do. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees there is a come across a slant route. Couldn't even think of the words because last minute I saw the hitch at the bottom wide open. Trying to read through Malik's progressions are very hard and trying to talk at the same time. But here we go anyway. We snap the ball. We're looking. He rolls out. He sees a wide open man and he overshoots. Could have been a touchdown. No. That was an overthrown pass, but I felt like Max Reese could have got up for it. Snaps the ball, looking at the slants coming across, and he's holding the ball too long, and he gets the ball out just in time. 4th and 10. 3 and out once again. Auburn goes down, and they kick a field goal. Mississippi State knows when you do not convert on your 3rd downs and get in a position to score, you might as well get ready to lose this game because that happened. Look, and there's an out route, which got upheld by the DB. Luckily, not a turnover. Like I said, Jefferson knows he has to keep the game alive here. Snap the ball, look, there's an out route there to Reese. Reese catches the ball. It's 3rd and 6. It's manageable, but let's see if they can push themselves to convert this first down. Snap the ball, he's looking. There's that hitch there. He goes up and catches the ball. It is 86 for the grab. Antonio Harmon. Jefferson snaps the ball. There's a run there. Pittman heads up north and south there and gets almost to the 50-yard line. And they are working headed into the end of the 3rd quarter. The lights are turned on. The sun has gone down. 4th quarter, there's a snap there. There's a run. And Pittman, if you just put your foot in the ground and run up, you just may get a first down there. Still running to the outside, and that is a injury timeout for Jeffrey Pittman. 3rd and 5. Let's see how the Bulldogs convert, if they can convert this 3rd down here. The ball is snapped. There's a hot route coming across, and it's an out route, and it gets put up, and it gets knocked out. 4th and 5. And here we are. Auburn goes down, and they put more points on the board, while Mississippi State is losing out on the battle of these 3rd down conversions, which they had done so well. Snap the ball. Play action here. They're sending a little heat. And Jefferson felt the pressure and decides to try to step up in the pocket just to conserve being sacked for a bigger gain. 351 passing yards may not be enough here today. He has to get more. Snaps the ball. He's looking. There's that out route, but it is batted down by the defensive back. 3rd and 13. This is not where the Bulldogs want to be in this situation, but let's see how they handle it. Snaps the ball. He's looking. There is a slant there, and 4th and inches. Catch by Jaron Glover, though. And there we go. Auburn comes back, and they score. The position you don't want to be in. So, snaps the ball. He's looking and gets the ball off just before taking a massive sack. This is where you can lose the game. The momentum has shifted to Auburn's side. So let's see if Jefferson can remain his composure and make it. Snaps the ball here. He's looking. There's someone across the center. He catches it. That's Corey Milner, and he gets the first down. It is 4 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock. And if they can just keep the ball in their hands to the point where they can score, drive the ball down the field, put a Tom Brady-like drive together, a Peyton Manning-like drive together, you will be a GOAT in mortality. Here we're looking. He looks for that out route, and he catches it, and he's heading up the field. Nice catch by Jaron Glover. Things are starting to get dicey here. So they're just going to let the clock tick, but make sure it is a manageable play. Stadium pulse is not a problem here. Snaps the ball. There's going to be a run, and Pittman decides he wanted to go outside, but it cuts it back. It's a tough situation sledding here. They're loss of 2 yards, so let's see what they can do here. Now Pittman is flanked to the left side, half slants, staring us down, so let's see if they can get some more yards there. He holds it a little too long, and that could have been an interception. There was some slants at a window that was a little wide open, but it is 3rd and 12. The stadium is loud. Can they convert? He snaps the ball. He's looking, and there is a wide open receiver, and he gets 4th and 1. Injury timeout. Can't hurry up. What is coach going to do here? Coach is going to go for it. Let's see if they can convert this much needed 4th and 1. It is on the shoulders of Jefferson to feel out what is possible. Snaps the ball. He's looking. It is a pass. It is a quick out route, and the ball is dropped. That was going to be a turnover anyway. It's Auburn's ball. So Auburn does not do their big thing and attempt to score any point. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. Jefferson has to drive the length of the field, snap the ball. There's a run there. They are literally on the 3-yard line. They have to drive 97 yards to get a touchdown, field goal range to make it manageable. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He throws his out route. He gets up. He catches it in 3rd and 9. What are they going to do here? This is intense. Are they going to let it go down to the 2-minute warning? They're going to see what they have, or are they going to try to go for it here? Clock is ticking. Snaps the ball before the 2 minutes. He's looking. He's rolling out. There is a comeback route. And there's a catch by number 86, Antonio Harmon. What a big catch on the play. And they hit the 2-minute warning here in the 4th quarter. This game is intense. Snaps the ball. He's looking. They're going to try to run there. Run some time off the clock. And Pittman does not get out close. So they have to do a hurry-up offense here. He's looking toward the sideline to figure out what he wants to. Can we spring him wide open? There's a look. He throws it there. There's some blocks there. Pittman, he's kicking the block. It is 1st down. So they're going to hurry up. They just need to get at least to the 35-yard line of Auburn Tigers. But that's going to be a tall task. There we go. Play action here. We look. There is someone across the middle, and there's a catch by number 11, Anthony Eager, that puts him in a good position. They are on Auburn's 38. All they have to do now is make sure they do not turn the ball over, get a few more yards, and get in field goal position. Start to run the ball off there. And there's Pittman, come back, and he gets maybe not a 1st down, but he gets close to a 1st down. 2nd and 1. They get to the 29-yard line, which puts them in essentially field goal range. Let's see if they can convert this 1st down. There's a run, and Pittman converts the 1st down, and it is basically iced out, baby. All they need to do is just make sure they run the ball and get themselves toward the middle of the field where they can kick the field goal, and this game is over with. Onward to a 451 passing yards. Jefferson is doing it. They're going to run the RPO here. And Auburn's going to use their last timeout. I believe that's what Mississippi State wanted to happen, is that they wanted them to use that last timeout. So now they can just let the clock run just so they can get in good field position. Let's see what the Bulldogs have. They have a pass here. There's a little out route there to Reese. Reese cuts back up, gets a few more yards there. It is 3rd and 7. Are they going to run the ball here, waste time? What are they going to do? They are going to run a play here. This stadium pulse is absolutely bonkers. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He throws the hitch, and there's a catch. Corey Milliner doing big boy things. Now they are in good position to just run the clock out so they can get in field goal range. They're probably going to run it back to the left side. And, of course, Pittman cutting back up and almost getting toward the 1st down, getting a touchdown. It is 2nd and 2, and I think they're just going to run the clock out here and walk away with the field goal. And that is what happened. The down just to kick the field goal. What a tough win here in this stadium. Everything was on the line for us to continue to move forward. 467 passing yards. Malik Jefferson is running the SEC. What a way to win a game in this type of fashion. Guys, this game, this series is so much fun. I appreciate everybody for stopping by, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.